What's going on, bull runners? You know the drill. This is not the end of the world. The market's on its second day of red, but don't panic. Nobody freak out. Don't go start a fire outside. Speaking of which, prayers for everybody in California dealing with the fires. I hope everyone gets safe, finds safety, and evacuates any affected areas. Prayers out to you guys, especially since my company's based in LA. It's definitely a hard time for those people, but we got some stuff to talk about here. When it comes to crypto, degenning, we got amazing things on the list. We're going to touch base on the convicts. You know how I roll. We're going to look at some of the other coins that we talked about recently. I've got some news about one of the top market cap coins in the industry, what they're doing. We're going to highlight a special friend and touch base on some Altcoin Pro, right? But before we get started, make sure that if you're feeling blessed or you're feeling bullish, 777 in the comments. And if you're going to be the first millionaire of your family tree, like and subscribe. Let's run it. All right, bull runners. So before we get started, obviously nothing is financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. Obviously, we're here to make some moolah, but let's make sure that we get well-informed decisions before we do that. So let's jump into some whale insider news. You have to get through the lows to get to the highs. You have to be resilient, iron-minded to keep going after losing. If it was that easy, everyone would be rich. I think that is one of the best staples for what crypto is. And my goal here is, as you take in this information, we're looking to get big plays out the door. We're trying to find opportunities that, if they go low, that they might go back up higher. And that's usually the case. So even with the market the way it is, I'm sure you guys will see what Bitcoin has. You see what Ethereum took yesterday when the big liquidation hits. Solana itself is not even, it's subject to the same issues when it comes to squeezes and stuff. But overall, we're still bullish going into the rest of this January. So jumping into some degen news here. Got some awesome information for you right off the bat. Bubble Maps has announced their airdrop to reward its active V2 users. Bubble Maps is a great tool when you're looking into different coins. It allows you to see which wallets are, have some overlap. Maybe it's the same person that split up supply. Maybe it's, wallets that have interacted with each other in the past, which allows you to kind of gauge which insiders are in there. But you should, if you're degenning at any degree like I am, you're interacting with Bubble Maps. And here you can see you can join the wait list, rank higher for big rewards. I recommend definitely taking advantage of getting on the airdrop for Bubble Maps. So shout out to this, where according to the leaderboard published in December, 50,000 users already joined in its initial point campaign. It's a data analyst tool designed to replace traditional block explorers with cutting-edge visualizations, enabling users to analyze easily complex patterns and connections. They secured back in 2023 $3.2 million of funding. So shout out to these guys. Hope they continue to grow and be a staple of the industry for keeping us safe and making sure we have the tools we need to analyze these coins. But let's jump into our favorite, Ron Basement, baby. Mr. Ron himself here, keeping it going. He just did his live stream earlier today. Absolutely crushed it. Love the information he's got coming out about everything going on. We did see that he did announce, another duster of the day, the Fart Master. But I think this is also something, just these little light tips that he does when it comes to, tip number one, always confirm legitimacy. Here's the official info. You got the contract address. You got a way to email them, and you even have a way to mail this guy. So you gotta respect this kind of stuff. This is what we're looking for when it comes to once in a lifetime opportunities. And I think, I still believe that UFD is a once every 4-year opportunity that we're going to have, that we're a part of. So, looking at the chart here, we did have a little bit of a pullback. You can see I have the fib retracement up, but it did bounce right off the 618 right here. And as long as it continues, we're looking nice. I don't see any reason to panic. This is reacting to the market just like everything else has today. It's been pretty bloody, but, want to make sure that we do not panic. Do not start questioning your thesis. Stick to the game plan, and we should be all right. Going to the other coin, in the last video that I discussed was MLG. MLG was on its ramp up around the same price right here when I discussed that I purchased it around that $50-60 million range. It did have a nuke. It did come down and actually almost pretty much tapped the area that I was buying in. Retrace back up, still looking good on my end. Obviously, we don't like seeing lower lows, but as long as we create lower highs, but as long as we create higher lows, this is still very bullish, showing at a 97 million market cap. I'm still happy with this, and I love the meta. And the thesis, if it proves to be true, it should be bigger than a lot of these coins that we're seeing there. But like, people are going to sell as they start to see blood in the market and, try to cash in on finding a Solana, gain if it goes up 10% on Solana, and then they'll put that money back into, we call them rotators. So on the, coming to their Twitter here, so one thing you want to do when you're doing research is take a look at the Twitters, make sure that they're still continuing to be active. They're still popping up the different memes. Fun stuff. They are getting listed, so the team, whoever the team is on MLG, is working on listings. Our bid, I'm not sure is, I wouldn't say is a tier 1, maybe a tier 2, but at least they're moving. It's continuing to grow, and that's where you find more traders, you find more holders, and that's a great way to get an exchange listing, and you will start to, over the course of time, move off decentralized to centralized exchanges. Looking into the DGen news, one thing that I wanted to touch base on when I spoke earlier was going into conversation around SPX 6900, which is one of the top meme market caps out there. So it just flipped the USD. As you can see here in the past 24 hours, I'm sorry, not flipped, but it was outperforming. So, this meme coin is now the only top 10 token by market that is outperforming the USD in the past 24 hours. That's wild stuff right there. Keep an eye on this. And the reason, this is a coin that we really haven't talked about. I don't personally own any of it. I know that it's, very popular around the community here. But looking at the chart, it's going like the 4 hour here. So it's not so, we might have to go to the day. Yeah, let's go to day chart. Okay, so obviously it's performing very well. It's at a $1.25 billion market cap. This is actually, you can purchase it on ETH, as well as it has a wormhole that connects to Solana. So you have both ways to get involved with SPX 6900. And you might ask, like, Chris, what is this thing? And really, it's a coin that's being promoted heavily. A believer by Mirad. I'm sure if you're a crypto nerd or DGen, you've seen videos on YouTube with interviews by Mirad. If you haven't had a chance yet, this is probably the best thing you could do to understand what meme coins are. Take your time. It's only 21 minutes long. Watch this video here. He talked about it in token 29 in Singapore. It was back in September, but this information is still very valid, extremely valuable information. And this is something I've watched this video multiple times, allowing you to understand really what culture, and really what drives these potential growths that we're trying to accomplish here. And it's not really about trading, rotating. Become a believer. One of his favorite sayings is stop trading and start believing. And that's really the truth. He is a huge believer in SPX 6900 as well as GigaChad. And so far, both of those coins are absolutely crushing it. He's grown to probably, out of all mutuals, I have 839 mutuals with him. I don't think I have any more mutuals with anybody else. So definitely take your time. We can go through, I'll probably do a video around Mirad in the future here when he, as things start to continue to grow here. But definitely take your time. Get familiar with this guy. His handle's at Muststop Mirad. And like I said, watch that token 2049 video. But I do want to spotlight another person, a close friend of mine. This is Pinky here. Pinky is also part of Crypto is Fun. As you can see, him and Coco run Crypto is Fun. We talked about Coco previously. Pinky, Coco is undoxed. However, Pinky is doxed here. As you can see, he's doing some amazing content, funny stuff, putting together some amazing, ways to really bring out his image. If you're not familiar with him, he is also the creator, the CMO of Ape Express, as well as the creator of ScarQuest, which is a mobile game, as well as I think pretty sure you can play it on browser as well. Great game, very similar to Clash of Clans, and stuff like that is going to bleed very well into the Web 2 space. So if you haven't had a chance, take a look at what he's done. He's been in this space for a very long time. In fact, he is part of Coin Bros, which made the song the McAfee effect. Sorry for mispronouncing that. Rest in peace. But so he did a video 6 years ago with John McAfee, and it's just some funny, great stuff. He's been in the music game for a long time. Definitely keep an eye on what he does. He's got a very quirky, very cool personality to him. He's attending a lot of ape chain meetups and stuff like that, as well as, is out here interacting with the UFD ecosystem here. And in fact, it was a great one. I just ate another 100 Sol in UFD today, and I'll probably do another 100 tomorrow. Community is absolute lunatics. Billions is coded. Usually, if you're seeing this from the people in the industry that are, around a lot, this is stuff that will help you make a well-informed decision of where the common group of degens are spending a lot of their money as well as their time looking for the right play to get behind. So with that being said, if you like what you've seen so far, please like, subscribe, click the buttons below. Without you, I'm nothing. So please, it's always great to get some audience here. Send me a comment. I'd read the comments and appreciate every one of you. But last but not least, I wanted to also share something from Altcoin Pro University. We had a guy here about 17 minutes ago since I made this video, talking about, great education, guys. Thank you so much for putting this all together. This is a great investment. I've learned a ton watching your YouTube videos. However, this goes into so much detail, and there's so many of my questions being answered without even asking. Thanks again. That's awesome. It's good stuff to see. And you guys have the opportunity to get a part of this whenever you feel like it, but the sooner the better. We got airdrops on the way. We got different tokens here. When we talked about putting some of the tokens like MLG, UFD, and we're going to continue. We're going to build this community up from 1,100 to even more. We got leaderboards, so take a look at it when you got some time. Appreciate you all. Keep running it up, bull runners, and we'll talk to you soon.